Mr. Benson was the kind of man people admired. A self-made millionaire, he owned a chain of construction companies, drove luxury cars, and lived in a mansion that many could only dream of. His name commanded respect in business circles, and his donations to the church earned him a front-row seat during Sunday services. But beneath the image of success was a man enslaved by alcohol. The beginning of his downfall. It started as social drinking, wine at corporate meetings, whiskey after work with associates. But soon, Mr. Benson began drinking at home, hiding bottles in his office and even in his car. His wife, Grace, noticed his increasing dependence but dismissed it at first, thinking it was just a phase. Then the real problems began. A broken family. Mr. Benson became a stranger to his family. He would stumble home late at night, reeking of alcohol, slamming doors, and waking his children with his drunken shouts. His eldest son, Daniel, once looked up to him, but now avoided him, ashamed to be seen with his father. His younger daughter, Lily, stopped running to him for bedtime stories because he was always too drunk to even recognize her. Grace tried to talk to him, but conversations ended in insults and broken dishes. He called her ungrateful, accusing her of not understanding his stress when, in reality, it was the alcohol that controlled him. The emotional wounds ran deep. One night, after he raised his hand to slap her in a drunken rage, she knew she had to leave. Packing her bags, she took the children and moved in with her sister. When Mr. Benson woke up the next morning, hungover and disoriented, the house was eerily silent. No laughter, no footsteps of his children running around, just emptiness. But instead of sobering up, he drank even more to numb the loneliness. A crumbling empire. His businesses also suffered. His sharp mind, once quick to spot opportunities, became clouded by alcohol. He missed important meetings, forgot deadlines, and made reckless financial decisions. Trusted clients pulled out, investors lost confidence, and his most loyal employees began resigning. One of his managers, Mr. David, tried to warn him. "Sir, we are losing contracts. The company needs you to focus," David pleaded one evening. But Benson, with bloodshot eyes and slurred speech, waved him off. "Nonsense. I built this company with my own hands. It won't collapse just because I enjoy a drink." But it did. Slowly, debts piled up. His lavish spending on alcohol, gambling, and extravagant parties drained his accounts. Creditors knocked on his door, demanding payments. His once thriving businesses began shutting down, one after another. Disgrace in the church. At church, people whispered about him. The man who once funded community projects now arrived late, if he came at all. When he did show up, he was often unshaven, his shirt wrinkled, and his breath reeking of alcohol. One Sunday, he staggered into the church in the middle of service, interrupting the pastor's sermon with loud, incoherent mumblings. "Pastor, pray for me. I think someone put a curse on me," he slurred, swaying on his feet. Embarrassed, the ushers helped him outside. The pastor had tried before to counsel him, but Mr. Benson never listened. Now, even the church had given up on him. The final blow. His health declined rapidly. Years of heavy drinking took its toll on his liver. His skin turned yellow from jaundice, his hands trembled, and his once strong body became frail. The doctor gave him a grim warning. "Mr. Benson, if you don't stop drinking, your liver will fail. You don't have much time left." But addiction is a cruel master. Even when faced with death, he couldn't stop. One evening, alone in his now empty mansion, he collapsed in his study. By the time neighbors found him and rushed him to the hospital, it was too late. His body had given up. As he lay on his hospital bed, surrounded by beeping machines, he realized he had lost everything: his family, his businesses, his friends, and his dignity. And all for a bottle. The lesson. Mr. Benson's story serves as a harsh lesson. Wealth can be built, but addiction can destroy everything in its path. He had it all, but he lost it all, proving that no amount of money can save a man from the consequences of his own choices. I hope you enjoyed my story. Please let me read comment at the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and to also click the notification button for more of my stories.